Been playing Idolvein on the programme quite a bit recently, and we did say we'd try and track them down. Tonight's the night. Thanks for being here.
It's all good. We're finally here.
It's good to have you. How did you form Idolvein? How did it come about?
I think that's one for Ollie.
What is it? It's 2016 it started.
Did it?
In a previous sort of form. Me and an old friend were wanting to get back into music from doing it at school, and we turned to join my band. We got a message from a lovely older man called Ryan, who's here now, and Ryan came down and did some drums. He was the only drummer who got in touch. It turns out he's a very good drummer, and from there it's just kind of snowballed. We've had a few iterations. Ryan had to go back to New Zealand a few times for numerous reasons, but then we've just started getting the ball rolling again from about 2020, wasn't it?
Under a different iteration in terms of different name and stuff.
And then we had a different vocalist at one point, and then we've brought on Kaylin, who's now been part of the band for about 18 months now, is it?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, and playing some guitar now, or attempting to.
Oh, very good. And we love what you're doing. Where Would You Be is the track we've been playing. Where did that one come from in particular?
So, I mean, when I joined, when the band was called Samskara, we kind of rebranded and everything, but I was given a load of demos and stuff. That was one of the demo tracks that basically I was kind of asked, can you put some stuff over the top of it? Ollie had the idea of the name, Where Would You Be? I remember we had like a writing session at his house, obviously a while back now, but he came up with like the first line, and then from there I kind of filled it out with the rest of the stuff and kind of went from there, really. So, yeah,
and
cool.
It's now part of a full EP. I know the tracks on the EP are very varied, so do you all arrive at Idolvein with very different musical tastes?
To a degree, so. I mean, yours is very much like emo based, Kaylin, and then Ollie's is very hardcore.
Emo's cool. You don't need to
emo is cool. It's totally cool.
It was Michael Romance. Yeah,
and
exactly.
And then obviously we've got another guitarist called Jack, who's very proggy and experimental, and then I'm again quite digenty in some aspects. So we've all got varied tastes that just seem to come together in some collective.
It does create quite a nice sort of balance, because these 4 tracks that we've released so far, we've got like, first one we brought out was kind of almost like a power ballad sort of thing, very kind of emotional sort of vibe to that one, and then the next one was the one you played, Logic Bomb, with the saxophone at the end that kind of takes everyone by surprise at the end, because it's quite a heavy song. The next one was just very much like our guitar player Jack. He came up with a very kind of progressive style, kind of heavy track, and then the last one is basically a kind of post-hardcore, almost kind of pop rock kind of vibe. So yeah, very much a bit of a mixture, really.
Well, we love it. We'll hear the track and find out where you can see Idolvein live in just a moment. Idolvein are in the building at the moment. We mentioned the EP. You've got a bit of a launch show for it coming up, haven't you?
We do, yeah. It feels like this has been sort of building up for such a long time, because we started recording the stuff so long ago now, like it was back end of 2023 when we started actually recording and putting everything together.
That's not actually that long ago, but I know what you mean when you're actually getting body material.
When you're in the process, exactly, and then in terms of like, we put out music videos and kind of staggered the release in terms of putting out a load of singles first. So finally getting to, we're a week out from the show.
When and where?
So it's at the Victoria Inn, so that's in Derby, like opposite the train station. Super excited. We've got Sinuous opening up. We've got Minds, who are from Manchester, both kind of quite technical bands, but also really just cool really as well. Like they've got some awesome songs. So it's going to be a bit of a mixture, really, with us not being able to decide what style we are, and then
never cool. Change that. I mean, having watched your videos and looked at your artwork, you've got a great style to you. So I'm guessing there was some thought going into the setting of the stage and such like. Will there?
Yeah, I mean, we've been putting a lot of thought into, I mean, all the visual aspects, how we're dressing, so we all look kind of, sort of uniform in a way, and the artwork, we got someone called Flowers and Bones to do all of the artwork, so we had like a consistent vibe for that. And then with the show, we're making sure we've got plenty of lights. Ollie's kind of sorted that. And cool backdrops. We're selling our first kind of run of merch and everything, so it's going to be cool.
This is amazing. The title of the EP, Where We Became Spirit, is an intriguing title. Where did that come from?
Oh dear. I mean,
I love it when an answer starts with "oh dear."
It's kind of. I mean, each track has its own story to tell, but I think it's kind of a collective of our own thoughts over the dark period of when we wrote these tracks. Really, more than anything else.
It kind of like the title sort of came to my head I can't even remember what kind of what inspired it really or anything, but I remember coming into practice and being like, I think this would be a cool sort of title to just be a sort of overarching theme for the whole thing, because there's a mixture of stuff in there in terms of like, we've got a song that's based on, I don't know if you've ever seen Mr. Robot, the show Mr. Robot. We've got Logic Bomb's kind of about that, so that's got a sort of sci-fi-ish kind of like theme to it almost, and then we've got like, there's a song about losing a loved one. There's a massive mixture of stuff. There's a couple of like kind of relationship kind of tracks in there with different vibes, so massive mixture.
We love what you're doing. This is Where Would You Be? Idolvein are here. Such a good track, isn't it? Where Would You Be? It's by Idolvein, and I'm not just saying that because they're in the studio.
We paid you many amounts.
Now I've heard you do that growl, you terrify me, to be honest.
I do apologise. I've got that effect on people.
It's great. I mean, do you do that live as well?
Yeah. I mean, as I was just saying, me and Ollie, we kind of like do all the vocal stuff. We don't have anything on tracks. We've got a few like backing tracks for synths, but vocal wise, it's all live.
I mean, do you have to do any warm ups to deliver that? Cause
you probably should. I'm not very good at doing it. I do occasionally, but
I hate to sound like your dad or something, but you'll end up with vocal nodules if you don't warm up.
Yes, that's probably a good point. Yeah, and there's times where it's very easily done, but good vocal monitoring and like.
You drink your tea though, don't you?
That's fine. That's
a lot of tea and honey.
So the gig is the 23rd in Derby. We're looking forward to that as well. And where do we get tickets from? Where do we find out more generally about Idolvein?
So I mean, the best place to go would be the socials really. So we're at Idolvein Band on pretty much all social media and stuff. If you want to watch our music videos, that's youtube.com/ just Idolvein. No band at the end, but
Idol is IDOL, we should point out as well.
That's a good point. And then tickets, you can sort of find that from link in bio, as everyone says. So it's all there.
I think what you're doing is incredible. Well done. It's
Thank
fantastic.
You,
cheers. Thank you very much.
I know Radio 1 have been playing you as well, and it's all very well deserved. We look forward. Just give the gig one last plug. Will you? 23rd of May.
23rd of May, Victoria Inn. It's going to be a good time.
It really will. Idolvein, thanks for being here tonight. Really, really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
BBC introducing